And then Oklahoma supposedly has the toughest schedule in the country.
Yeah, probably.
Michigan, Illinois State, Temple.
Yeah.
I mean, you got some throwaways.
You got 3, but
Michigan, Auburn, Texas, South Carolina, Ole Miss, Tennessee, Alabama, Missouri. Yeah, it's a pretty tough schedule.
But what I would say is show the record of against 500 and below teams. Like that was to favor Alabama right there.
Yeah, it was that was an Alabama story right there.
Because if you look at that, you go, well, oh, they have a better record against above 500 teams, 5-1.
Yep.
Well, guess what? Let's show under 500.
it said anytime he lets a fart with his daughter around, he yells Tutti Frutti and his daughter laughs. So he yelled that, and I immediately was like, oh, no. That boy was right behind me on a step. His head was level with me. So I had basically farted right in his face.
You farted in his face.
Game, you get 5 days after your bowl game or after your final playoff game to declare for the portal. So it's
so there's a whole bunch of players on these teams that could be still.
Yes.
And that also refutes what Coach Franklin said about how his player had to get on the. Oh my gosh!
He's
he is so full of
doo-doo.
Yeah, he won the extra large Super Bowl.
I'm about to spit my coffee out. I had to hold on to it.
That was good. I like that. I don't even know what.
I guess I'll dump up my salad. Any vegetables, fruits, I'll throw out there. Like they love Halloween, like October.
Oh, yeah. Those pigs love that candy. Live from high atop Scotch Social Media Studios in the heart of the Cedar City, just outside of America's Music City, this is the one, the only, Mike and Jrod Show. With your hosts, Michael Clay and Jared Scott. With special guests, Michael.
Hey-o, I'm the special guest. Hey-o, it's David Kitchen.
David Kitchen.
There we go.
The man, the legend, the one and only, the Swolecast superstar himself. Glad to have you today, David.
Oh, thank you. Glad to be here.
Oh yeah!
Come on. Turn him up a little bit.
Turn him up a little bit.
Yeah, I thought so. Or your music's too loud.
That's right.
Yeah, welcome. We have a guest. I think we are now 3 for 3 on having guys that are a little more handsome than both of us.
A little more handsome.
You're only saying that because it's true, Michael.
I know that.
That's okay.
No. I'm an honest man.
Honest as can be.
I'm not too good to recognize a handsome man. I have no shame. Mandy's secure with me. Or something. Yeah, so this is show 43. Special guest, David Kitchen. We like to start off each show. I think I kind of let you know every show number we've gotten into where we like to honor that show and name that episode after whoever we think wore the best jersey number, 43.
Yeah.
But since we have a guest, it always the guest supersedes that. So
okay.
This episode is called the David Kitchen Show.
The David Kitchen Show.
In your honor. But we will
I thought it was going to be the Darren Sproles Show.
He is on the notable list.
Oh.
Yeah, he is on the notable list.
David's showing out here on us.
Yeah, that's good. Well, he's a football guy.
That's right.
NFL, fantasy football.
He knows how this game works. He's done a little studying, apparently.
Oh, for years. So yeah, we're gonna get to we'll get to David and all his expertise, football guru, hosting a podcast for 10 years, the Swolecast, works on late round media. We'll get all into that.
Swolecast.
But first, let's go through some notables. I'm gonna give some non-NFL guys, and then I'll give some NFL guys, and then we'll kind of go from there and get into football. I figured that'd be a good segue. So. First guy, we aren't huge NASCAR fans, but we had a NASCAR driver, Chase Montgomery, on. So I'm going to start number 43. A notable mention is Richard Petty.
There you go.
Petty.
Drove the 43 car and is still the all-time wins leader in NASCAR. 200 wins.
Loving that NASCAR, baby.
Yeah. Let's see. Then we got went a little NBA. I like to get at least somebody from each sport, big sport. You got any guesses? 43.
Siakam?
Nah, see, he's on there, but we're a little older, and I'm an 80s, early 90s guy, so we're going.
I forget. David's the young buck here
Yeah.
today.
Mm-hmm.
But he was on the list as I was looking up. I didn't put him on there though. Brad Doherty, Cleveland Cavaliers.
Oh, he was a coach too, right? For Carolina.
I think so for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he played at North Carolina.
Yeah,
too.
and I think he
Played
came
college
back to,
ball.
to coach for Carolina for a bit.
And got a little tie-in to NASCAR. I didn't know this until I was doing a little research. He is a co-owner of a NASCAR team to this day,
Really?
and has won. They've won several races through the years. It's man, it's hard to see in here. Hayek Motorsports. He's a co-owner, and he's also an analyst. I didn't know he was into NASCAR. He's an analyst on NBC for NASCAR races too.
Do we need to turn that overhead light on so the old
Your
man
old
can
eyes.
see?
No, I'll get my phone and my little flashlight. My daughter
Yeah, I got my
loves that.
Yanmar flashlight over
Yeah.
here if you'd like it.
You want to embarrass your kid? Pull that out at a restaurant, dude.
Do the zoom in
Yeah.
on the menu. That's my best one
Yeah.
right there. Forgot my glasses. Gonna zoom in on the menu.
Yeah, the old flash. I mean, it is like when I do that, she's like, "Dad, put that." She gets so embarrassed. I'm like, "It's not that big a deal," but it's like I pulled her pants down. That's how embarrassed she is. I'm like, "No, I didn't shank you. I'm just trying to read the menu." Welcome in Justin Pillmore. He's an Arkansas guy, as you can see that.
Woo pig.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. He's excited. There's a lot of folks that are excited about college football, and I know I am too. But today is going to be a little bit different
Yeah.
though, because we've got Kitchen, the NFL expert, with
Yeah.
us today.
You may know.
You guys are throwing around expert and guru a little loosely here.
I'm sorry, but when somebody looks at their watch and it gives an announcement to him
Yeah.
about what NFL player just made a move
I mean, I'm in the industry, but
in the industry,
and
anybody with the term in the industry,
I work with a guy who is the guru. So
I know a guy.
I know a guy.
I'm smart enough to be with the smart people, and that's why I'm here today.
Oh, thank you. I
Hey,
appreciate
the
that.
imaginary audience liked it.
That's right.
Yeah, they like when you compliment us.
That's right.
They'll be your number
They like
one
when you
fan.
compliment Michael. Sometimes they
Yeah,
boo when you
yeah,
compliment me. So we'll see.
Which one? Yeah, boo, Jared. Thank you, crowd. Way to boo. You may know this Justin fella. Well, he knows Russell Young.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's and he's the one that kind of hooked me up with getting that picture.
The
signed.
picture, yeah.
Yeah, that whole ordeal. So that was cool. All right, another notable 43 baseball. Dennis Eckersley.
Eckersley.
For the A's.
Yep, there
Yeah.
you go. I saw a picture as I was looking up. You think I would already know some stuff about you just because I've known you. a long
Was he
time?
for the Cardinals as well, or just
Yes,
the A's?
yeah. No, A's and then Cardinals after. He ended up playing for 5 different teams, but he played for from 75 to 98.
It's a long time.
Wow, real long time. That's crazy. But I like those type of guys that,
Michael likes the loyal players.
and when they play at a team for years, like Brad Doherty, I like him. He played for the Cavaliers his whole career. I think it was 11 years, 9 years. But yeah, so I like that when they play like Larry Bird, Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, those guys. And I'm sure there's more up to date for the younger.
Yeah,
people,
you're missing a big one for baseball. I just looked him
but
up.
Big 43.
Yeah. Nashville guy.
Sonny Gray.
No. This was like the original Nashville
I like
pitcher.
this. I like this.
He wanted to come to Vanderbilt. It didn't work out.
Ron Mercer.
So it's kind of a Mercer-esque deal.
Is it really?
He goes to UT. He becomes an all-star.
Man, it's slipping
He's
my head.
R.A. Dickey.
Yes, that's right. He was 43,
Mm-hmm.
and he was a good pitcher.
He was a great pitcher, yeah.
You know, I didn't. So he did want to. Why didn't he come to Vandy? They
That's all hearsay, Michael. I'm not
Right.
going to be exposing
Yeah.
people's
Expose some hearsay. Come on, tell the
excuses.
secrets.
You can look on the message
Yeah, I
boards
guess
for
maybe
all
that's
that.
yeah. Because if you look up the Ron Mercer deal,
We
he
thought you
was
knew the
supposed to
inside
come-
track.
No, yeah.
He was supposed to come to Vandy in basketball. I mean,
He played at Goodpasture with Drew
yes,
Maddox. Yeah.
The whole thing was them to play together through college.
Yeah.
And then Vandy,
Of course, he only played 1 year at Kentucky.
Yeah. But classic Vandy, they found a way to mess it up. Right? I mean,
Anchored
Come
down.
on, we're in a new era.
That's right.
no,
New
we
era.
are. We are. They've gotten
New
better.
era.
They've gotten
New
better. But yeah, they're paying players now, so that's good.
That's right.
They're
They're doing what everybody else has done
No,
for
yeah,
decades.
yeah.
It's just everyone's doing it.
Well, now it's legal.
Right.
Now it's
Yeah.
legal.
Yeah, it's legal. All right, let's get to some NFL. Well, we'll go ahead. You mentioned him, Darren Sproles, running back for the Chargers. He played from 05 to 10 for the Chargers, went to the Saints from 11 to 13, and then finished with the Eagles from 14 to 19. Three-time Pro Bowl, Super Bowl champ in 52, I think. I can't. It's hard. It's dark
In
in here.
52.
Super Bowl 52.
Oh, okay.
No, not. Yeah, he's on that team.
Now,
which I
wait a
think was-
second. Which one is 52? That is VVII?
No. LII.
LII.
There you go.
That's for our Roman numeral literacy.
That's a regular course in
Yeah.
our show. So
Let's see. All right. Also, I didn't know this. So obviously, if you watch football, Sproles, he was fast, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Really fast. So he did track and field in high school, and I was reading on him. He has a personal best in the 100 meters at 10.6 seconds, and in the 200 meters at 21.6. And I was like, dang, that's pretty fast, right? Then I wanted to see like a comparison, like how would he have done like with Olympic guys? Well, I looked up the record.
Against the Olympians.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. What's the world record? And Usain Bolt holds it at the 100 meters at 9.58 seconds, so a full second faster than Darren Sproles.
Well, Sproles he's a small guy. He's like
Yeah.
5'6".
Yeah.
He's like
And
shorter than you.
yeah, which
Yeah.
is crazy.
Yeah.
But running that fast though, you can't catch that guy.
I definitely can't catch him.
And then the 200 meters, Bolt ran it in 19.19, so almost it was 2 seconds. What'd I say? Yeah, a little more than 2 seconds faster in the 200 meters.
There you go.
But Bolt is ridiculous. Like that's the best, right?
didn't he
That's still
beat
world
it by a huge amount too? It seemed like the second,
Yeah.
the one next below him was like way off from him.
But Sproles' numbers, those are fast numbers.
He was a fast guy, Michael.
I know it.
Yeah.
But at first I thought that was fast, but I looked up Bolt's, and then I said, well, what's the woman's world record?
Okay.
He gets beat by a woman.
Really?
I wouldn't
Yeah.
doubt it.
I'd say all three of us do. Yeah, we're
I was
all
about
good.
to say.
Yeah, there's no shame in getting beat by Florence Griffith Joyner. She still holds, from 1988, holds the record in 100 meters at 10.49. So barely beating, but beating Sproles by, I think he was 10.6 is what I said. But that's crazy how fast that is.
Yeah.
Could Florence Joyner been a wide receiver?
Probably not.
She's got the speed.
She got the speed. Yeah.
Probably the height too.
You know, there have been it's been fun to see in the NFL some of the world class speed guys that have tried
yeah.
to come in and you know the NFL is more than just top line speed.
Yes.
And
no.
a lot of times they're
You got to be able to juke too, right?
Yeah. Didn't I want to say Justin Gatlin or one of the guys from UT tried to do try to come over to play football.
I want to say, yeah. Did Gatlin try to play for the Jets? I don't know why that sticks out.
I don't know.
I think he did.
It would probably be a Jets thing. I remember when Tony Miola, remember the old soccer goalie for the U.S. team,
Yep.
came over to kick or
Yeah.
punt.
Yeah.
That'd be a Jets thing to do for sure.
Said Gatlin, right?
And he was with He went to the Jets to try out. They brought
Who?
Miola.
Yeah. mhm.
Okay, yeah.
I think he actually kicked in NFL games.
Did he really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. That's interesting. Yeah, the Jets try to pull a bunch of tricks, I guess.
It was reported that
the
Gatlin
years.
planned to serve his 4-year ban from the track on a football field. November 29th, Gatlin worked out with the Houston Texans.
Okay.
Not played football since the 10th grade.
But he's fast.
Yeah, he's fast. So he was a free agent for the. He tried the rookie camp for the Buccaneers. Is that what that says?
It says
Mhm.
Buccaneers announced Gatlin was one of 28
Yeah.
free agents taken in their rookie camp tryouts.
But yeah,
Unsigned athlete, and he tried out for the teams as wide receiver, which is exactly what you guys were talking about.
yeah, I thought he was.
Unsuccessful though.
Did they talk about Bolt? Did somebody try to get Bolt to do it?
Try to get Bolt to play NFL.
Oh no, I think it was Chris Johnson that wanted to race Bolt.
Yes, that's what it was. Yeah.
So that's your jersey.
Yeah. No, that's Henry, ain't it?
Yeah, this is a Henry jersey. This is a
Yeah.
Travis Henry jersey.
Oh, I thought that was a Chris Johnson jersey.
No.
It's signed by Travis Henry and John Henderson, both who were Tennessee players that played at the Titans. So.
I saw John Henderson at the Mix Factory one time.
Okay, that's a 0. Got it, not an 8.
Yeah, that's a 0.
Yeah. I wondered why you were looking at. I was like,
Yeah.
what's he looking at?
No,
Checking it out.
I thought he was wearing the CJ2K
Trying to put all the
jersey.
PC. Here's the signatures. There you go.
There you go.
Now, are there any numbers on Chris Johnson, like 100 meters, 200 meters? I mean, that'd tell you pretty quick. I don't think anybody can hold up to.
Apparently, Reagan's got a fan.
Bolt.
You know Reagan.
Reagan,
Yeah, yeah,
I
he's
know
on.
Reagan from MJCA. Yeah.
Yeah. Reagan always comes on and guesses who the names are that
Yeah.
Michael's going to pick.
And we said Richard Petty, but today's show is the David Kitchen show
David Kitchen
because
show.
he's the guest. But we mentioned Richard Petty as one. I don't
Sue,
know.
one of my relatives is on with us today too. There you go.
All right.
Glad to have you, Sue.
Oh, look who showed up.
Oh yeah,
Your friend from
our
a
Millennium
Comic-Con,
Workshop superstar. He makes these crazy, amazing masks that are like a Guido from the Star Wars.
Okay.
Very cool. You should see his stuff. Anyway,
Yeah, we better
Chris
be careful.
Johnson was the fastest player ever recorded in the NFL. So they tried to set up a race
Okay.
in 2017 with
Chris
Usain Bolt.
Johnson.
Did he run the 4.2?
so he was 28. That's why you were thinking that I had his jersey
Mhm,
on.
Yeah. Old CJ2K. But go ahead. I don't want to interrupt you.
No, I was just going to. I'm glad you brought us back.
And
'cause-
anybody who's a Titans player, Kitchen's gonna be like, yeah, I know his entire life history.
Well, I mean, I was born and raised in Nashville.
Die
Are
hard
you guys
Titans,
not
man.
Titans fans?
Die-hard
No,
Titans man.
I am. But I'm old enough to be before the Titans. So
Yeah.
I was a 49ers fan.
Okay.
I was a
Pretty-
Bengals fan to begin
Yeah.
with too.
Yeah,
I was actually
I was a Steelers fan. Steelers and Giants.
Okay, yeah.
Because it was basically whoever your parents or grandparents
Yeah.
cheered for.
And I think for me it was just the
Joe Montana.
yeah in the 80s and when they
Joe
had their
Montana.
dynasty and Ronnie Lott, which last week's show was the Ronnie Lott.
Okay. Yeah.
So you're in
What,
big
Jerry
company.
Rice on that team too?
Yeah.
Tommy Hall was 42.
Was he?
Yeah.
I should have honored Tommy.
You should have.
I
What
didn't
was
know
your
that.
What was your number?
32.
Yeah. Well,
I remember in college. This was back.
Did you
in-
play in college? You
No,
played-
I didn't play in college. I tore my ACL and the writing was on the wall there. But I remember in college back then you had a 4-digit passcode to get into your phones. And so one day, me and a buddy, we said, I wonder if everyone's passcode is just their numbers. So we started putting in their high school numbers, and I think we cracked like 5 out of 6 guys' voicemail and changed it. Men are just so basic.
I'm
you know?
not gonna let you have my phone.
Yep, you're not touching my phone
I
either.
bet you can get into my.
Yeah,
There's
you're
like
not
10,
no
10 or
no
something.
hacking.
I was
No
never
hacking
1,
my
2, 3,
phone.
4.
No, I was never 10. Matter of fact, I'm not gonna let you see the back of the jersey I got.
You just seem like a 10.
No, I'm not a 10. But
I think you're a
You
10,
think
Michael.
that-
No,
say that
I
on
think
the-
you're a 10, honey.
No.
Yeah.
I think you're a 10 in my book.
Oh, that way. Okay, it took
Yeah.
me. A
It
while.
took him a little while there,
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
it?
Sorry, I'm a little slow.
So,
sometimes.
so you got a fan that's asking live on the show here, asking about the Packers.
Okay. Are we getting into questions already? I mean,
Oh no. Well, I mean, we can.
I love the Packers throwback uniforms.
Ah,
I haven't seen them.
I haven't seen them yet either.
Are you
they,
just talking about the
they
old
look kind of
school?
like the Bears. If you
Is it the old school? I mean, it's been around a long time. Throwback.
No, they just released them today.
Oh, okay.
Oh, they just released them today.
Yeah. Thanks, Reagan, for giving my number.
I said 8 or 10. I knew you were one of them.
I didn't hear
Yeah.
10.
Reagan's
Eight.
giving
I mean,
it
I
away.
didn't hear
That,
eight.
so that's got to
I heard
be his
10.
code to his
Okay.
phone now, David. It's 8888,
yeah,
right?
Something 8. He probably still has a code.
Yeah. Well, I do.
Oh boy.
My fingerprint don't work. for some
That's
reason.
right.
Oh, so this is the new one, huh?
Yeah, those helmets
this
are like
one or this
very
one?
throwbacky.
That looks like
Gotcha.
Notre Dame.
Yeah, it kind of looks like Notre Dame, doesn't
Mhm.
They're cool. The helmet's cool. That's like the leather helmet that they used to have. Yeah, that looks too college.
it? Oh, I see what you're talking about. Yeah, it's got like the old school top hat deal.
That's nice. It looks like a college.
I'm
though.
all for creativity on the alternate uniforms.
Yeah.
I'm not a uniform snob.
So Sean is pointing out that you're from the 1900s, Michael. So
I
you're
am.
old.
We all
We
are.
all are.
Yeah, we all are.
I'm just from the 80s,
yeah, yeah.
which is
Oh,
better
just-
than the 1970s.
The 70s,
Yeah.
yeah. We're late 70s, though.
Yeah, sure.
We're that middle generation that's not really defined.
No, y'all are defined. My generation
Bunch
is
of-
the one that's in the middle.
The early 80s.
It's like the 80, 83, 84. 82 to
Yeah, you're-
84.
you're
We're like in the
borderline.
middle of like baby boomer, Gen X, Gen Z, millennial, whatever.
Kind of in the gap. Huh?
Yeah.
So Reagan's giving away your number.
Yeah. It's still more complicated than just 8.
It's still more complicated than 8888.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, there's a couple different numbers in there.
You mixed it up.
Yeah.
Throw a 1 in there, or maybe 8, 1, 2, 3.
Is the number 8 in your passcode?
Yeah.
I knew it.
Yeah.
See, we're
8,
basic.
1, 2, 3.
we're
We just
basic.
guessed
Yeah,
it. We
yeah.
just guessed it.
Yeah.
We just
Basic
guessed it.
men.
Yeah,
I
we
can't
just
give
guessed
the rest because that pin number's for a lot of you could take over pretty much anything that I have.
it. Oh my!
Gosh, I really hope there are not any hackers listening to this show.
I'm be in big trouble. I don't know. Michael can't even remember his own password to Facebook, so I don't
Yeah, I have to
hackers are gonna
change it
struggle
all
with
the
that.
time.
Yeah, I can't remember passwords either, so that's why I have an app that does it for me.
Yeah.
There's
Gotten to
an
where
app for
now I
that.
can use my finger to get into all the passwords.
Oh yeah.
Or, yeah, I put it in one time and now it like if you cut this finger off, then I'll have to. I don't know what I'll do.
Bring your mic a little bit this way.
You don't tell me how to talk.
There we go.
Right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you're
Well,
turning to us. I want you
yeah.
to turn to us, but I want to hear you.
Okay. Sorry. Sorry.
You're
Dad.
good.
All right, so I got a couple other guys. These are older guys, and it's going to lead to a question because I kind of interested with you being fantasy and stuff, football. Next guy is Larry Brown. He played for the Washington Redskins back in '69 to '76. He was a running back.
Hmm. I don't think fantasy football was around back then.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. You're right. But he was a 4-time Pro Bowl, NFL MVP in '72, and he was the NFL rushing yards leader in 1970. So my question would be, and so in 1970, and now you got to remember though they only played 14 games.
Right.
He rushed that year for 1,125 yards and 5 touchdowns. Would he be probably back then maybe, but like those aren't good numbers for fantasy today, are they?
No, well, it just today's. I mean, there's all sorts of settings for fantasy football, but
Right.
back then it was very much ground and pound and just have them carry the ball as much as their body could
Yeah.
handle.
Okay, so what do you mean by settings? Am I opening a can of worms
well,
here?
a little bit, but just
I need to be educated, David.
Well,
This guy right here, it's like it's telling him his ABCs. Like, he has no clue about fantasy football.
Well, fantasy
Guaranteed.
football, you get stats on your team for the things that are done on the actual football field.
I get that.
So
yep.
if someone scores a touchdown and you have that player, you get 6 points for that player. And if someone catches a ball, some leagues have a point per reception. So if you catch a ball for 5 yards, in some leagues you're going to get 1.5 points. So a point for the reception and 5.5 for the 5 yards.
Ah, gotcha.
Then there's half.
It's a bunch of math.
Yeah, there's half point PPR leagues, and so it's half of a point for the catch, half of a point.
PPR.
Yeah, points per reception.
Here comes all the acronyms.
I like those when you get a point for.
Yeah, no, the more points, the better.
Yeah. So he had 30 in that 1970 year. He did have, which I was surprised, a running back then had 37 receptions.
Yeah.
For 341 yards and 2 touchdowns.
That would be a weird league to say, hey, we're going to draft, because I watched you guys do your draft.
Mm-hmm.
You did like an auction draft or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do like a league where you say, you know what, we're going to draft the 1970 year.
Yeah. Well, you don't draft years that have already happened.
Yeah.
You just draft.
No, but what I'm saying is, like,
you
go
would
in
know,
blind,
like,
right?
well,
I mean, you wouldn't know what happened in 1970.
yeah,
would you?
but I mean, no one's
I guess
doing
people
that.
could look it up.
Right. You're drafting. That reminds me of like.
I see what
saddest-
he's saying, though.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of
Well, if you go to Kentucky, the saddest place I've ever been to was the
Kentucky.
the slots. What's the slots?
It's just across the Kentucky
yeah,
line.
yeah.
Is that the Mint Gaming Hall?
What something like that?
Yeah, it's in Franklin, Kentucky. I think.
Right, and you go in there,
It
and
is.
it's just a sad place, and people are, but they got around.
But Mint Gaming Hall, if you want to sponsor our show, then you're.
Yeah.
They got around it because do you know how the slots work there?
No.
They base it off of past races. So there are hundreds of
Oh.
thousands of horse races.
Nice.
So each spin, you get some sort of horse race final.
Wow.
And so that's how they
Oh,
get around
gosh.
it. But it's very much just a slots. But yeah, if I'm playing a fantasy sport, it's not for what happened in 1970. I want to watch the games and be like.
So
all right.
now, when you guys were doing your auction league that you did, that's for this upcoming season.
Correct.
So you lock in all your players,
Yeah.
and now that league is going to be watch the games as they happen.
Yeah, look at you. Yeah.
I get it.
Quick
I get it.
learner.
Well, not just
I
a quick
get it.
learner, but giving an elevator pitch. That's why people love fantasy sports.
No, I get it.
'Cause
I
like
just
when
thought
you-
it'd be
when you're
unique.
watching like the
I thought it'd be
Titans and-
unique to pick some random year from like way back when.
Yeah, but the results
and
have
not
already
know the stats.
happened. So you just push a button and it will just like
And it
generate
gives you all the
results.
answers.
Yeah. The great thing about fantasy football is that you are invested for the season, and you are invested in like games that don't really mean much in the grand scheme of the league, like a Thursday night football game between, the Titans and the Jags.
But you've got a player that's going
But
to
if
be on
you've
the
got a player
field.
in there, you are invested all, and even if it's a blowout, you are invested into the final quarter because you want to get as many points for your fantasy team because you're playing someone like Michael.
Yeah.
So
he's
so
getting
tell
yards.
tell about the explain the worm. I guess you won the worm.
Yeah, so you really did.
Yeah, he's gonna get. Yeah, he's
So
gonna get
help me to
into some-
understand, what does that mean? Like what was that? That was a
Okay,
league, I guess,
so
right?
yeah, we'll just dive into it. There was.
Yeah. Well, hold on. Let's.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna open
let's
up a
okay.
can of worms here.
yeah. Hold on.
there you
Michael
go.
wants to finish
There's
his
a
good
segue.
stuff.
Well,
here.
now, I want to kind of
Yeah,
give.
let's
a
get into
little
the
background.
80s. Yeah.
No, we'll go ahead and get into it because Jared's excited.
I'm excited about
Yeah.
talking about this. Yeah.
But so I want to
Very
give. All
interesting.
right. Kind of give a little bit background on David Kitchen here. So he host of the Swolecast for 10 years now. It's a podcast that he started. It's about fantasy football. I was going to get into where you kind of tell us a little bit about it, but we'll kind of. Jared's just.
I'm
Yeah,
too
he's
excited.
jumping ahead.
So
yeah.
so just so you know, what we typically do here is
Yeah.
we run down rabbit holes.
Yeah.
And I'm very bad at that. So
I was
Michael likes to
wondering-
keep
I was
us
wondering
on
why
task.
I said, do you have a show sheet? And he's like, yes, but Jared's not going to follow it at all.
Yeah,
so
yeah. That's exactly what I said.
But that's what the show is.
I get it. That's what the Swolecast is too. It's the opposite.
I
of,
love the guy on your show that
Yeah.
that always has his little quips at the beginning. What's his name?
Pete.
Pete, yes.
Yeah, Overzet, yeah.
Yeah, and he comes in. Have you seen it yet, Michael?
Yeah, I've watched a couple.
I
clips.
love
Now, I
his
didn't get
great.
I'll be honest, I didn't go as deep as Jared.
Yeah, well,
outdid me on the.
The Swolecast is, it's very much an entertainment. It's not really an informative
love
show.
it.
Yeah.
So it's
Love
it's
it.
more entertainment, and we throw in some sprinkles of fantasy sports. And
Right.
we recently started doing more of the kind of around the horn style.
Right, yeah.
But the
that's what
late
I
round stuff, that's like the actual information.
I watched some of that. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, he is smart. JJ,
Who is this?
JJ. He's
Yeah.
my
I
boss.
I think he was on one of the recent.
Yeah, he
episodes.
was on one of the recent Swolecasts, but
So-
he's my boss, and he is probably the smartest guy when it comes to fantasy.
So you
sports.
work for Late Round Media, which does fantasy football, right?
That's correct. Yeah.
And that podcast, is it also a website for fantasy football, or?
We have, if you go to lateround.com, you will see we have the podcast. We have videos that are on YouTube, and then you can buy a draft kit, or we also put together a rookie prospect guide.
Okay.
So every year before the draft and after the draft, we'll put together all the running backs and wide receivers and a few tight ends, and we will basically give them grades, because there are people that play dynasty football, which means their teams carry on
Yeah.
year after year. So they do rookie drafts every year. So JJ has built up a reputation to whatever he puts out, people will just eat it up.
Yeah.
It just doesn't,
Okay.
because they know that he's done his research. And so,
I like the
yeah.
dynasty style. If I was.
I love it. Yeah, I love dynasty.
like you get to hang on.
Yeah, because it mimics kind of real life. You have, like, if your team's not good, you just kind of sell all your good parts for future draft picks, and so you either go for it, or if you suck, you try to stockpile as many draft picks as you can for the following year.
Okay. Yeah.
Sounds a lot like what
Real
was that?
life, yeah.
What was that video game where you could do like a NCAA football where you could do like a dynasty?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And you would do like season after season after. That
And
was
you
so
you
good.
had to recruit.
Yeah, yeah.
and
Yeah, that
recruit
was
players,
great. That was
fake
great.
players coming out of high school.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see.
Go. I didn't mean to stop you from talking
No,
about
this
me,
is all
though.
really
Yeah,
interesting.
I keep us
But
on
you got
the.
a long list
Yeah,
of
it's
stuff
all
you
about
can
you.
say
Michael
about
keeps
me.
us on track.
Well, for anybody
And
that's
then
watching,
Reagan will correct me every now and then and bring me back
Yeah.
on track as well. So
I want to, give background on who you are, other than just a handsome face.
There you
sitting
go.
Here,
and we debated whether or not you'd have a mustache or not.
Oh yeah.
And
If
guess
it was-
what?
yeah.
Guess who won
It's,
that one?
My wife won it. Yeah.
No, I won it.
No, my wife won because
No.
she's the one who said I had to
She
shave.
said
Shave
no
it off,
mustache,
yeah.
huh?
Yeah.
And that no mustache. gives a
Michael
little
was
more
like, "Oh
Lane
no, you're gonna
Kiffin-ish.
have a mustache." I
There
don't
was
think
like
he
a
looks like
six-
Lane
there was a
Kiffin. We've
6-month
debated this.
People
Yes.
have said that I
You
look
do.
like Lane Kiffin, but I'm like chubby Lane Kiffin. But
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
You know,
You
as far
Lane
as
Kiffin put on a few pounds.
yeah,
Barrel chested.
yeah,
If he get-
exactly.
If he gets fired from,
Like
Ole Miss.
Lane Kiffin went through a chubby phase, and that's
Yeah.
that's kind of where I am right now. So if I can just follow that path and get Lane, Lane's looking good these days.
he is.
he's a good
There
looking
was
guy.
a few years ago.
he
I
does
sent
hot
you-
yoga.
I
He
think
makes
I-
his whole team do hot yoga.
Does
Did
he
you know
really?
that? Yeah.
No, I wouldn't doubt
5
it.
a.m. hot yoga.
I
That's
love Lane Kiffin.
Yeah. He grows on me. I like what he did to UT. I like that aspect of it. Leaving in the middle of the night. I like
yeah,
that.
screw you, Michael.
No, I-
swear. Unbelievable.
And I liked
Everything
him at
he did
Alabama.
mean to Tennessee made Michael happy.
Yeah,
Now he grew up at Alabama, I think. Lane Kiffin.
he kind of had to.
Attitude wise. Yeah. I think that was very good for him.
Yeah, Nick Saban whipping him into
Yeah.
shape.
Yeah, when he got
Yeah.
left out at the tarmac, he kind of had to. he had to grow up.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny. Let's see. Yeah, so you started not a podcast. You started a website, Fantasy Insiders, right? Is that
Mhm,
right?
Yeah.
And ended up
Yeah, I started
you got acquired.
a
you sold it?
website called Fantasy Insiders, and this was back in 2013. And so this was the early days of daily fantasy sports, which is where you have a salary cap, and it bases off of like
along
what,
the lines of DraftKings and all that.
right. That's when DraftKings and FanDuel were just fantasy sites, and so I worked with DraftKings back then. We had our Fantasy Insiders that helped people that were playing fantasy sports on DraftKings and FanDuel.
So wait a second. DraftKings and FanDuel started out just as fantasy football.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
Yes.
I did not know that.
Daily.
Yeah, I was so it was a big thing. I mean, they put a lot of money. I think their goal was probably always to get into sports betting, but every Monday for 2 years, they flew me to Boston on Monday nights to host a sweat show because someone was going to win $1 million every week.
See, I told Jared this, and he said, "No way, $1 million
people
every
were
week."
getting $1 million every week.
I know. Well, I mean, it's basically a lottery. But there is some skill to daily fantasy sports, but that's how they started, and then they kind of got into sports betting.
So, daily fantasy sports.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And we're talking about like during the season, because here's the deal: like you still got to watch the players play. I don't understand how it can be
seasonal,
daily if you've got players playing on Sunday.
There's seasonal and there's daily. So seasonal is when your guys. I'm playing Michael this week. I'm playing you the week after, and we're our head to head. It's a league. It's like an adult
before
softball
the season
league.
starts. You have a draft.
Right. And for daily, you have a different contest every day, and there's a salary cap. So you're given a salary cap of $50,000, 50,000 like fake dollars, and you've got like Lamar Jackson, who's the highest priced quarterback, and you have to put together these guys based on the salary to fit in that cap to be under that salary range, and then whatever they do that game
For week one. So week one, we're going to play.
Yeah.
And whoever I draft that week, I don't have to worry about having them next week. It's just for that week.
So the daily part is what confuses me because...
Well, for football, it's really weekly. But
Okay.
they do, it's a Sunday slate. Like, they don't even include now the Monday games. It's just a Sunday slate. And they don't even include the Sunday night games on DraftKings on FanDuel. They do.
Wow.
So DraftKings cut out the Sunday night game?
Yeah. So it's just the 12 Central and 3 and 325 games.
Just the afternoon stuff.
And then after, you'll know around 7 o'clock if you're a millionaire, if you won any money or not.
Yeah. Now,
man, I think I'm gonna get in on that.
Yeah, you think
be careful.
that?
Be careful. It's for entertainment only. That's what I tell people. Do
Yep.
not get into it trying to make a living for sure.
So when he says win $1 million, there's probably what 60,000. Like how many's in that one game?
Yeah, a lot. I mean,
because we were trying to do the math. How many people have to put money in to get to $1 million?
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of people, and these people put in up to 150 entries each.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So.
So you have some people that are.
And each entry costs how much?
It just depends on what it is. So sometimes it's $5, sometimes it's $20, $25. Sometimes it's like a high range.
You can pick from a dime.
So it does work like the lottery then.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then you can pick a different lineup for each one you choose, up to 150 different lineups. The only difference with the lottery and fantasy sports is that lottery is pure luck.
Yeah.
Fantasy sports, to win that contest, there's so much game theory. You've got to stack players, so that means that like I'm choosing a quarterback and a wide receiver, and I'm choosing another player from another team. So if you were to enter a lineup, no offense, but you would not win $1 million. But if you signed up for a site,
but if I had David Kitchen coach me a little bit to get there,
if you signed up for a site and after you got used to it and figured out that there is like what the skill components are to building lineups, then you would at least have a shot. So, but again, don't do it only if it's like your season-long leagues. If you put $25 in, or you put $20 into a contest for March Madness, whatever. That's what you're doing here. You're basically, if you just look at it like I'm going to put $5 in, is basically like watching a movie, going to the movie theater. Except I get 6 hours of entertainment,
and you get the potential to win $1 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. That's how they get you. But really, now they get you because they just want you to sports bet.
Yeah. I started.
So tell me about the sweat show. You said sweat show.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, they would fly me up to Boston, and I would be talking to these people around the country. They bring them in like via satellite or whatever, and
they would usually be guys that were like in the top.
So they would need like a
5.
Right. They would need a touchdown, to jump 5 spots to win $1 million, or they would currently be winning $1 million And like, there have been some.
So you were hosting the show then?
Yeah, I was
On
hosting the
Monday
show
nights,
for DraftKings.
yeah.
Yeah. They also flew me to the Bahamas a few times, Vegas, Miami, all this stuff, and it was while my wife was pregnant with one of our 3 kids during that time, so she never got to go on any of these luxurious trips. It was crazy.
Where's the boo button?
Yeah, boo, David.
Yeah,
Boo.
I know. Trust me, I wanted her to.
But you were paying the bills. Yes.
Yeah,
We were trying.
the studio audience boos for a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
They
That's right.
so to that, like, there was a time DraftKings I was playing daily college.
Now you can't.
Right.
Yeah,
And I was
I'm sorry. Now you can't. Why?
because of
Well,
college players.
Yes.
In Tennessee, you cannot go.
You
You
can't.
cannot play fantasy sports with college players in Tennessee.
Interesting.
And they like
So is that a Tennessee only thing? You could go someplace else and do it?
You can go some other places, but Tennessee and some other states have outlawed college or college
Yeah.
props. So you can't place a bet on a specific player to get over rushing yards like you can like in the NFL, because they don't want college players like throwing
right
the games.
Interesting.
But so I got to where I was starting to figure it out.
Yeah.
Best I did in one game, I finished second, $650.
Hey.
And I was starting. I was like, dude, I can start.
Yeah.
Well, then they took it out of
Yeah.
Tennessee. Well, at the time, I think they took it. Wasn't there a short time you couldn't do it at all?
Yeah, DraftKings pretty much
Yeah.
removed it.
And then when it came back, I was like, all right, it's back. But it's not back in Tennessee.
Right.
The only time I'll do college anymore is if I'm on vacation during college football season. I'll check what state I'm in
Yeah.
and try to
Well,
put a
and
team
college
in.
fantasy is serious because, NFL, about everybody.
Yeah.
There are 53-man rosters, and you have a good idea of what's going on. With college, you've got people. You're trying to check like message boards. A team has like 8 or 9 receivers. You're trying to figure out which one's going to play. Like we had a guy named Ben Pritchett who I went to school with.
Yeah, Ben. Yeah, we know Ben.
He was our college football guru. He was the guru. And so he would put together, we called it going long, because he would put together these 10-page PDFs website
Really?
every week. And people would come to him just for that analysis because they didn't have time to do like 20 hours of research.
Yeah.
And he was so dialed in to that.
Johnu Smith.
Yeah.
From Florida Atlantic.
Yeah, remember
before
what
he
happened to him?
Yeah.
The pot of water?
Oh, yeah. I'm talking, he helped me win some stuff. He may have been
Oh.
on my team that night.
Oh, yeah. Probably was.
Well, you could get him for cheap because it was Florida Atlantic, but he would put up numbers. And then, like, there was...
Do you remember what happened with John Smith, though?
I remember
His
something.
girlfriend got mad at him
Yes,
and threw a pot of boiling water at him.
that's right.
And, he was out for the year.
Yeah, I do remember that now. I forgot that when you brought, like, at
Yeah.
first I was like, I think I remember it. Yeah. I wonder what he did. He
I'm
probably,
not going to
Yeah.
speculate. You can probably look it up and see, but...
That's where I was
yeah.
headed.
he played for Florida International. I got that wrong. I said
Talking about
Florida
college,
Atlantic.
right?
Yeah. But
Yeah,
man,
okay.
he would make, like, he was my go-to tight end most
Yeah.
of the time. And then there
He's
was
a freak athlete.
there was a guy, Texas Tech. I'd get like their third wide receiver. That's when the coach, real handsome.
Mike
dude-
Leach?
No.
Oh, Cliff Kingsbury.
Yes,
Yeah.
when he was just.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, you could pick their 4 and 5 at times.
Yeah, they
but
had a
the
tight
number,
end,
Dude,
Jason
she was 5 months pregnant with her kid whenever she did
He's
this.
still on the John Smith.
Yeah,
Holy
see,
crap.
He'll go
I'm pretty
look
sure
up.
she was pregnant, yeah. She got in some trouble.
So
Oh,
she was
man.
pregnant with their kid, and the argument took place in their campus dorm room.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, Jared will. I like having a third person in here because he'll go
look
off,
up. Yeah,
and then we
he'll-
can still
he'll-
talk. And
He'll
then
fact
just,
check, yeah.
Yeah, he'll chime in later, and you're like, dude, it's 10 minutes ago we were talking about that. Yeah, no, but when it canceled, and then now,
10 minutes ago.
and they kind of changed the format
It
a
wasn't
little
10
bit.
minutes ago.
No.
I don't even know. Like,
Yeah,
I don't play
I think,
college. I don't play NBA, DFS anymore.
Yeah,
I don't play MLB. Like, the great thing about
You're playing the paycheck.
Joining JJ in late round is that we only do football. We
Oh,
only
right.
do fantasy football. We don't even do sports betting.
And now with so much, you have to if you want to try.
Right. Like,
Yeah.
but all we do are redraft leagues, best ball leagues, and dynasty leagues for fantasy
Okay.
football. So we don't do any of the props or sports betting. Like we're not a handicapper. I mean, that's to me that's tough. Like when that is your business, it is tough. And
Yeah.
a former company that I worked for, that was the business of a lot of the companies under the umbrella. And so it's tough when you're giving out picks because when people have their hard-earned money on the line,
Oh, yeah.
you're responsible for,
You ever
for
get-
that.
Some hate mail.
Well, I was never giving out the picks.
Right.
So,
yeah.
but no, people get hate mail all the time, and they will go and they will, message athletes on Twitter.
know,
I mean,
that's-
it can be nasty. There is
Yeah.
a dark side to sports betting, and I think it's only going to get worse.
Oh,
actually,
yeah. Everything. Yeah.
yeah,
It ain't nothing to get.
it's a
better.
vice. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
It's
that's
a
what.
vice.
That's what. No, when he's telling you be careful, you think you can win $1
Vicey.
million.
Yeah.
Dude, I
People-
don't win anything.
No, I
man.
know, but
I don't win
but what
anything.
you
like me going into, even if I was like David Kitchen level
Yeah.
expertise,
Yeah.
like it would be like, oh, Jared's name's on there. No, it's
Yeah.
at the bottom. He's gonna be the last.
you'd be surprised though with what you said. How many people truly oh, I can do that.
Well, just
I
like
can
a
do
lottery.
this.
I mean,
yeah.
there's
Oh, I'm gonna put $25 in. This week is gonna be the $1 million.
Yeah.
Right. There's a certain predatorial aspect to it as
Yeah.
far as like people wanting to win the big money and thinking that they can, that like they should because they know more than everybody else. That's when you get in trouble.
Yeah, no, for sure. My cousin, he put going on vacation, realizing your gambling app doesn't work in that state. It was all time. I know what he's saying, man. I'll probably text him, man, I can't bet because we'll talk about our bets and send parlays that we made. And,
Yeah, he goes undercover as Penelope on the feed.
yeah. But yeah, no, it's the worst. But I look forward to going when I go to a different state during college football. I try, but Florida doesn't anymore. I think they used to. One of the two does, Georgia or Florida.
Georgia, you still can.
Because when I pass through, I'll try to. If I'm driving, we stop at a rest area. I'll fill out a team for college for like $1
There
game.
were some people that they would go to Franklin, Kentucky, the border,
Yeah,
and they would register all the college football teams, and they would come back, and
yeah.
then they would put together their lineups for
Yeah.
fantasy. That's
that's
a little hardcore for me, but people have done it.
But what doesn't make sense to me in Tennessee or any state that does this, so like I can't do college betting, but I can go on my DraftKings sports book and I can bet college any game that I want to bet.
Well, the reason is because again,
it just
for
more-
fantasy, it's an individual performance. So it is a lot easier for I don't know if you remember. There's a quarterback for MTSU.
Uh,
There's Tommy.
Is this
Tommy.
Yeah.
is this podcast episode all a
The
fantasy?
thing for Tommy,
Yeah.
any podcast you guys
Yeah.
do is a fantasy for him.
yeah.
But there's a guy for MTSU that got in trouble because I think he may even had a bookie, and he got in trouble was the quarterback. And so it's a lot easier for a guy like that to throw a fantasy lineup or to throw like a player props. Like you see some of these
To
NBA
throw though, yeah.
some of these NBA guys have gotten arrested.
Yeah.
Because they with player props, what that is basically the sports book set a line and you have to say, okay, they're going to get over it or they're going to under it. And so it's easier for you to just not do anything and get under it.
Yeah.
If that's what you wanted to do. Like if I said, Michael,
That's more
you're
prop.
right.
Yeah.
So
Well,
you're going
that's
to
just
score
like the guy that got suspended for baseball, right?
For the
'Cause
Guardians,
he threw the ball.
pitcher.
I didn't even know that.
You didn't hear about that?
No.
We talked about a month ago. I can't remember his name now, but it was a pitcher,
One pitch.
and it was
Like which pitch, the specific pitch,
Oh.
if it was a ball or
second
strike
inning
or whatever.
Yeah, second inning. I think he had a full count.
Yeah.
Would he walk the first batter or something? Prop bets.
Yeah.
And they were like, clear. Baseball investigated it, and they're like,
They're
we're
watching
pretty
the
clear.
stats
Yeah.
on it,
Because
apparently.
he had
Well, that's
told
the
it.
thing is that these athletes think they're smarter than these companies that are there for like safeguarding the they call
Yeah,
it
those
the
companies-
integrity of the game.
Well,
They're
they-
hiring statisticians that
Yeah.
have PhDs in statistics.
He had a friend that had a
There he is checking to see who his fantasy
No,
guys
no,
are.
no, no, I'm not.
But yeah, he, and I don't know if he's still out or not. It was about a month ago we talked
I think
about
he's still
that.
suspended.
Yeah.
But this is the dark side. Let's get to the fun
Yeah,
side of
yeah.
fantasy.
All right. Yeah. Fun side. So,
Michael won $1 million last week.
That's right.
well, yeah. Yeah. We'd be doing this from the Bahamas.
Yeah.
No, so okay, some of the fun sides. So I'm not in the league anymore, but me and my cousin was in it. Nate for a while. We had a league that we would all play in year to year.
Yeah.
We didn't do the
Nate has
dynasty.
talked about his fantasy leagues
Yeah.
before, and I know some of the guys that were in that league
Okay.
because they still contact me
Oh wow.
every year for.
And that might have been
advice.
after because he got it when he was in New
That's
York.
why you
I
were
think they
losing, Michael, because you
This
were
is bef-
contacting David for advice.
Yeah, maybe. But we would have, and I think you have done it, but it gets so big, Jared, and I kind of say this for Jared
Yeah.
to
Yeah, because we
tell
know.
him how big.
Yeah,
well,
yeah, we know.
I don't have
Jared doesn't.
perspective.
So-
I have no perspective.
so David, I think you go y'all go somewhere for the draft at the beginning of the year, right?
Yeah, yeah. Our,
You have a
our
trophy?
friend group will go. Our home league will go and we'll. So we've been to Florida a few times. We've got a trophy. I did win for the first time in 20 years this past year. So shout out to my team.
There's
Yeah.
leagues that carry on. Like guys have done it for.
Yeah.
So do you guys go
15,
watch
20.
the draft at the draft location,
Same.
or
No, we'll draft our own team at the draft location. So we went to Fort Worth for
Yeah.
a year. Like it's like you go and
You
just
hold
do
your
the
own draft,
Yeah.
Jared.
oh, gotcha.
And you pick the
so
NFL
not
players.
connected to the NFL
No,
draft at all.
no.
No, like you'll draft Josh Allen, I'll draft Lamar Jackson, and
So you guys
Yeah.
like rent a hotel conference room and go, oh, I wanna.
yeah, we'll just do it in wherever. We've done it in a hotel room. We've done it in any place that has Wi-Fi you can do.
Eric, they used to have the draft at Hooters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like these companies.
Yeah.
So back in the day, I
I
had
think they shut down all those Hooters. That must be.
I had a company called fantasysports.org, and we would print off draft boards for these custom draft boards for these leagues. And so people would say, okay, I want a big draft board with the stickers, and here's my name. And the thing was, I would actually print their name on there. And there were some very interesting
I
get it.
Everybody's
league
making up their
names.
name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Butt liquor.
Well,
See, he has,
Pot
he has-
smoker.
He
Yeah.
has played.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
has played fantasy sports before.
well, he's an online gamer, so I'm sure nerds come up with crazy names
Yeah.
too.
Just remember, nerds are all about the.
Yeah.
That's right.
Although I'm not nerdy enough, apparently, statistically, to be able to be on top
No,
of this.
I feel like if you're a
this
nerd,
is-
you would fit
You would
right
learn it
into
quick.
the analytical side of fantasy sports, because there are like, we call it like vibes based drafting, where you're just drafting guys off of them looking cool or you thinking they're good. But there are guys that get into the nitty gritty with their analytical models. They got prediction models. They have simulations now, so they'll run 10,000 simulations for a season.
It gives you all the standard deviations that are going to have
Right.
the correlations.
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean, it is very much an analytically based game now, for sure.
Wow.
It's gotten so much now. I'll just do dollar games. I don't think I can win nothing big anymore.
Oh yeah, you're still talking about daily fantasy.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure. Yeah.
And then friends, I don't know why, just hadn't gotten. 2 years ago was the last time I did a league. It's fun
You should do a league. You guys should do a league.
for this. Yeah,
Yeah.
we should.
You should do a home league.
Because there's still
I
time.
don't like losing, Mike.
Oh, no. Well,
Aren't you a Tennessee fan?
See, but
yeah,
there's
you
here-
lose
here's-
plenty with the
Here's
Titans.
here's where the real problem lies: is my heart gets in the way
Yeah.
of winning.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been a Bengals fan for most of my life,
go.
so
What was it? I mean, if you're a Bengals fan, then you should
Talk
get
about my
fantasy.
heart getting in the way and causing me to lose over and over again.
There you go. I mean,
And then Michael's a Vanderbilt fan, so that's about as bad as it
I
gets
am
too.
too.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
we're both lifelong suckers, I guess,
Yeah.
for Vandy sports.
Man, I mean, I've got
Vandy
some Vandy fan in me too, but it's
Well, you got a degree. You're more. You have more of a reason to be a Vandy fan than we do.
yeah, I guess so.
Well, I don't know about
120 Jeezy's reason. That's
yeah.
that's how much that one cost me.
Maybe we're actually smarter. We can be.
Yeah,
fans
that's
and
what
don't
I'm
have to
like.
pay nothing.
I'm like, I don't know how that my reason is not a wise reason. It seems.
Season tickets
Yeah,
are a
they
lot
call
cheaper.
us sidewalk alum.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
could be a sidewalk. alum.
Nate's a sidewalk alum.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. He
You think
has,
they'll ever give him a degree?
They may give
maybe.
him an honorary.
An
certificate.
because
honorary degree.
so yeah, because he's in with Vandy now.
Yeah, right.
Talks about him and
Did the SEC network Vandy
Yeah.
voiceover stuff? Yeah.
yeah. Of course, he was on game day,
Mhm.
but like I went to the UT Vandy game. He asked me if I wanted to go last year, and we went. And,
Yeah.
like we're up, we walk up and like Kumar Rocker's up there.
Yeah.
Like we're up now where. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
I don't need to be up here with these people.
Well, I mean, even like in the early days of his show, he always did
Oh,
the
yeah.
anchor down
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Oh, he pushed Vandy big time.
Yeah, and I do the
Yeah.
same thing.
Still
where it's
does.
just like,
Saw him on the Dan
Yeah.
Patrick show. He's wearing a Vanderbilt hat.
yeah,
Yeah.
and that was always his thing too. Is you wear a Vandy?
Well,
hat.
and then the Saturday Night Live when they beat Alabama, like that was huge.
And he was going on
Yes.
that night.
Yeah.
Yes.
He was watching, I think, in the back, like he kept up with it, and then, of course at the end he did the.
Yeah. I told you I was in Santa Claus, Indiana for that. So I
Were
was
you
in
really?
Yeah, Holiday World.
Okay.
That was for so I'm like watching on my phone and I'm like, because you just don't think it's gonna happen.
No.
And then after that second touchdown, and after the third touchdown, and I hope Reagan's not still watching. But
Yeah. Now
you're
I hope
just-
he is watching.
You're just like,
Yeah, he
this-
needs to hear it again.
Like how are we gonna lose this game, basically?
Right. That's what you start thinking
Yeah.
as a Vandy fan.
But that's a
How-
Vandy. That's the Vandy thing. I mean, it's a heartbreaker. But like I said,
Yeah.
new era. New
yeah,
era.
same old Vandy
Yeah.
is what they used to say. But
New era.
you know what's special about Santa Claus, Indiana? It's the birthplace of Jay Cutler.
That's right.
That's where he
Is
grew
it
up.
really?
Yeah. Yep. So I was at another world
I would love to
during
be
that game.
I would love to be the birthplace of my birthplace is Santa
Santa
Claus.
Claus.
Yeah.
Who else is?
I was
This
at
is one of the
Disney
things
World.
we always look at. Who else is Santa Claus, Indiana? I wonder.
Yeah.
if there's
Look
any
that
other-
up.
Penelope, look.
Yeah. So I was in Disney World when it was happening. We're walking through Disney Springs.
Yeah, we're two different people. I was at Holiday
Yeah.
World and you're at Disney World.
Well, we know who's got the money.
We did see each other actually at Disney a few
Yeah,
years ago.
yeah.
Yeah.
2 years. Yeah.
Yeah, it was 2 years
A couple
ago.
years ago. Yeah.
Man, you've got Disney every year money. That is
Yeah.
that
We
is
went
crazy.
2 years in a
Yeah.
row. Mandy has a good year of real estate.
Yeah, I was
so
about to
it
say
wasn't
it's
'cause of
probably
me.
Mandy's
Is Mandy
good
watching?
year of real
Is Mandy
estate.
watching?
Sometimes.
I like
Sometimes
to
she
just
does.
look up
They
in the
had
camera and say, "Go Cubs, go," because I know she's a big Cubs
Oh,
fan.
yeah.
She might
Yeah,
smack
we had
you
it.
for
We,
that.
yeah, that's that
Hey,
was stirring the
Chicago,
pot.
what do you? Is she not a Cubs fan? I thought she
No.
was. She's from Chicago, right?
Southside, dude.
Yeah, she's
White
a Cubs
Sox.
fan.
So Jay
No.
Cutler is one of only two.
Southside, man. You know that. That's Northside.
Arad McCutcheon.
She has peed on the Harry Carey statue.
Did she really? Unbelievable.
she
I mean, I knew you. You know, Michael, in one of our episodes, we were talking about it, and Michael's like, "Yeah, if I said go Cubs, we would be.
That's right.
We would never got
I
married."
Saw that, I saw that clip. So
Yeah,
She
we
asked
would've
me.
never got married.
She asked me, that was one of the first things when we first started dating, are you a Cubs fan?
Are you a hot dog?
She opened up the can right
Which
there, right out the
we
gate.
worked out because I was a Cardinals fan,
Yeah.
and, you know, they hate, that's a
I'm-
rival
I'm-
with the
I was a
Cubs,
Cubs fan.
Central Division.
Big
Yeah.
Cubs fan because here you're
Oh,
either
the Cardinals are a rival with the Cubs.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Central Division, yeah.
I didn't know
That's
that.
a
here
huge
you're
rival.
either a Braves fan or you're a Cubs fan
Yep.
if you grew up here because it was WGN or TBS.
Yep.
Those are only two stations that
Oh,
showed.
yeah,
That's
'cause
exactly
it's all
right.
TV based.
Yeah. So
Our kids will never understand.
No.
The reason I was a Cardinals fan, that was my Pee Wee team. The first time I played baseball in Little League, I was on the
Yeah, we
Cardinals.
talked about
and
that
I just
in one of
thought,
our
well,
episodes.
yeah.
How many people pick their team based on
Yeah.
what Pee
Starting
Wee
out,
League
yeah.
football team or basketball team or baseball team?
Yeah.
So I grew up with Harry Carey.
Yeah, now
Sammy
Harry Carey
Sosa,
was great. Oh, yeah.
Mark Grace, Ryan Sandberg, all those guys.
Sean Dunston.
Sean Dunston, Andre Dawson.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They had some good,
Yeah,
like,
Kerry
they just
Wood.
couldn't win. Yeah.
Well, I wanted to show you guys something I brought back actually from this past weekend.
And I've been to several games
know
there
what
when
I
I
did
lived
with
there.
Did you go to a Cubs game?
I went to Cincinnati.
Oh, you went to a Reds game.
I did not go to a game.
He's a Reds fan, yeah.
My mom kind of took us on a trip. We're broke,
Okay.
so
Okay.
I'm too
I went
busy
to Holiday
paying.
World, so
Too
you-
busy
yeah.
paying for the internet for
Right.
this show, right? So anyway, so mom took us up and we went to Kings Island, but went to one of my favorite places. I was born in Cincinnati, right? Have you ever heard of UDF?
Mm-mm.
You ever been to Cincinnati?
I've heard of it.
Yeah, I've never heard it.
You ever heard of Cincinnati style chili?
Yeah.
Okay, Skyline, Gold
Skyline,
Star,
right?
right?
Yeah.
So my favorite thing is Gold Star, but my other favorite thing is this place called UDF, which is United Dairy Farmers.
Okay.
And it's,
Sorry.
am I missing something here?
No, that just struck me fun. My favorite thing is UDF. I was
UDF.
not expecting a dairy farmer.
United Dairy Farmers, okay? So now you'd think, oh, okay, so that must be somebody who makes milk. Okay, well, yeah.
Yeah.
But they're also a gas station.
Okay.
So the gas stations all have milkshake counters, the old-fashioned milkshake
Oh.
Oh, I
counters.
love that.
And
This sounds better than Buc-ee's.
It does, actually.
yeah, Buc-ee's doesn't have a milkshake counter.
No.
No.
It's got
Less
everything
crowded.
but milkshakes.
Everything but milkshakes.
Yeah.
And the milkshakes, they make, so not only do they make milkshakes, but they make malt
Ooh.
milkshakes. So they put the malt mix in there.
Should we just stop and just go get some milkshakes?
I
We
know,
should,
that's,
yeah.
that's just making me, but see, that's why I was going to find my chugs.
Andy's custard.
So what happened was
Oh, it's
Is it-
good. It's
is
good.
it-
Yeah.
they're selling milkshakes in a big chug, and it recognizes the classic Cincinnati Reds Big Red Machine guys.
Oh,
So I got
Oh,
me a
okay.
Pete Rose and I got me a Johnny Bench.
very nice.
She's like, "You're buying an extra cup?" Yeah, I'm buying an extra cup because I
that's
don't
cool.
make it to UDF. And
Did you tell her that your milkshakes bring all the boys to the yard?
And they're like, it's better than yours. Yeah. That's right.
what's crazy because she's like, "Yeah, I just moved back from Tennessee." What?
Yeah.
I'd show you, but I'd have to charge. Sorry, I was still stuck on that song. Oh, man.
That's okay. You should get a rabbit hole every now and then.
Yeah.
But I mean, I was so excited because
Yeah.
those are like my legends.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And
Speaking
you
of gambling,
mix it
Pete
with-
Rose, that
that's
goes
right.
in with this show.
mix it in with
Hall
the
of
gambling,
Famer.
right? Yep.
Yeah.
But
They're going to let him in now?
I think they will.
You have to.
Yeah.
With today's world,
Yeah.
like, I think
They have to.
I mean,
Yeah.
he still holds how many records? Doesn't he hold like 3 or 4 records still?
I don't know.
I wanna
I
say
don't
he
know
does.
either.
Yeah, I don't know. But I mean, playing wise, he claims he never going back to a game. He never threw
He never threw a game.
yeah, he bet to win.
Right.
He was never betting
He always
himself
bet
to
on
lose.
bet on himself.
Yeah,
Bet on the
yeah.
Reds. Yeah.
All-time record career hits. 4,256. Also holds record for games played, at-bats, singles, and outs.
Yeah, I think that hit record they say nobody will touch.
Mm-hmm.
I
It's
don't
like Cal
know.
Ripken's record. It's
Yeah.
just like one of those things that probably not going to happen.
Well, I mean, if you have record for games played,
Mm-hmm.
and record for at-bats, I mean, that's...
But they say that records are meant to be broken. You didn't mention the
So cliche.
you didn't mention the MJCA scoring record though.
Oh, no. I guess
Was
that
that
is.
on your list?
No, I wish it was. I wish.
Well,
yeah,
you
it
hold
was.
the MJCA scoring record?
Yeah,
Yes.
basketball. But here's the thing: they didn't keep
See,
our
now,
record.
See, now he's getting defensive. You
this-
see
Yeah.
that? You see
this
how
would
that works?
Spark something.
And-
because
see how
Michael
that works?
thinks he scored more than 2,000 points.
No.
Does Reagan hold the steal record? Because Reagan was like super
I'll
fast.
say I hold the assist record,
The assist record. Gotcha.
but they don't. They didn't
So
count assists back
so
then.
were you assisting?
No.
Who
I
were
think
you
Reagan's
assisting?
I think it's
Was
Reagan's
it Trey?
brother.
Was it Trey?
Trey is who would argue that he may have scored.
Yeah.
He would be up there in the points.
I think Reagan's brother Brent was
yeah.
the assist leader for a while.
Yeah,
now it's like
probably.
T.J. Roberts or something.
Oh, Swallows
Look at
like
Matt
yeah,
Swallows.
whatever, whatever.
Which I'll say, we played like trash teams. we weren't
You
TSSAA
were
yet.
playing Benton Hall and
yeah.
teams that didn't have jerseys.
Now,
Playing your high school playing Gladeville Middle, right?
yeah.
No, not even.
yeah.
I had a middle school team back then, but Matt Swall is actually the commissioner of our home league.
There you go.
The commish.
Yeah, he's the commissioner.
Swallows
he's
the
one
commish.
that takes all the money. Does a really good job.
Benton Hall.
Mm-hmm.
He takes all the money.
He takes all the money, and then he pays out. That's a big part of the commissioner's duties, because you would be surprised.
Tommy
at-
says now the fantasies are starting.
That's right.
All-time winner.
Dude, we should do like a underground like high school fantasy.
No, Michael. Just the fact that you said underground high school
yeah.
fantasy.
Oh yeah,
That's gonna
right.
get you banned.
That's right.
Yeah.
I think we
Sorry,
just.
that was bad.
right.
Bad
we-
wording.
We won't
I'm
be
not-
on. We won't be on YouTube much longer.
The
Thank you very
Mike
much,
and
folks. It
Jrod
was
show.
great
Oh, God,
to see
that's
you.
awful.
Yeah.
You should have buzzed me.
Hey, I don't have the buzz button.
Bleep
We've
that
already
out.
talked about this.
Oh,
You guys
God,
had
that's
a good
awful.
run. You guys had a really solid
And this is
run.
our last show we'll ever
Yeah.
do. Thank you for watching.
Yeah, as you always say, fantasy.
She just spent them all.
You always say fantasy and then sports or fantasy football, because
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
don't, the company that bought our company, well, our company was Fantasy Insiders, but the company that bought our company was Roto Grinders, because Roto, basically, long story, Roto means fantasy. Started from a rotisserie league, the first ever
Yeah.
fantasy league, but
Rotisserie, like chicken?
yeah, it started from a rotisserie league at
So not connected to chicken.
No.
I think it was like no, it was some restaurant in New York that they would.
Also, it was food related.
Yeah, it was food related. Yeah.
Ah.
And that's how they got Roto. And so yeah, Roto World, Roto Wire, Roto Grinders. That all means fantasy. But before that, they had it Fantasy Grinders was their name, and then like
Ooh.
like people started feeling like this, like what is this? So you got to be careful, Michael,
Yeah,
when you
yeah.
say
That's
underground high school fantasy. Like that's
sports league.
Yeah.
Sports league.
Even that though, I just
Yeah,
want
yeah,
to clarify.
Yeah.
I do not endorse.
I don't either.
Just
Yeah.
going down the rabbit hole.
Oh.
Yeah. All right.
Publix rotisserie chicken is nice. I agree. Change the subject.
I get the mojo chicken.
Oh yeah.
it's
I
pretty
need to
good.
try that. Mojo or Mojo?
Yep. Either.
I thought it was Mojo, but
Fancy-
Moho is probably
Fancy over here.
Moho probably
he pronounced
fits the
the J with
topic
an
that we
H.
were on, right? So
He's got the fancy pronunciations. Mojo.
I got the joke.
Moho.
Moho. Yeah.
Michael
Could you
didn't
press
get
that
it.
blue button?
yeah.
No, the blue button. Yeah. Yeah.
Michael's gonna hit the 5 different buttons.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay, man. We got to calm down.
Yeah. What'd you guys bring me here for?
Talk.
Just talk a little trash.
We talk some
I mean, we
fantasy
go down
here.
a lot of rabbit holes. I mean, our first guest was a chicken named Pat Hennitar. So,
Yeah. Okay.
like
Well, I'm following a long line
Yeah.
of
long line of success.
yeah.
Big time guests here.
Big time
I
guest.
love the shows just that you talk about just whatever pops up. You know,
We're
whatever.
we're based in sports,
Yeah.
but we'll go off the rails pretty quick.
Yeah.
We went off the rails at the end
Yeah.
of
I
the
think
college
that's-
football season this
Yeah.
past year.
Pretty clear.
Yeah. No, but it's fun. So yeah, I'll ask you. We're still
Yeah.
going through fantasy sports, football. Had to clarify.
Yeah.
that.
I'm
for
out
sure.
of coffee over here. I don't know.
I know it. I am
I should
too.
have brought. We need to have a pot sitting in here.
We do. We
Yeah,
need to.
you guys do need pot in here for sure.
Or I like turtles. Best ball.
Yeah.
Read you were a 3-time finalist. What is best ball? I know it's another format.
Yeah.
Probably. Explain what that is.
And I know it's not my best balls, but best ball, right?
Right. Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Back
this
on
is
the
a-
straight.
Yeah.
and
This is a
narrow,
family
Boo.
show.
I
If-
mean, I've got.
Yeah. No, if my
Yeah,
daughters
boo.
are listening to
Yeah.
this, or Kathy Kitchen's listening to
Oh,
this, yeah,
Miss-
apologies.
yeah.
He needs to be.
I
We're
don't
talking
con-
about
Easy,
pool
Miss
tables
Miss Kitchen,
here.
I do not
Yeah.
condone.
We're talking about pool
Jared's-
tables
All right,
here.
right. Well, best
About
ball.
pool tables.
Just think
Pool
about best
tables.
ball in golf.
Yeah.
When you're playing like a 2-man or 4-man best ball, whatever shot you hit, they're gonna take, right? They're gonna
Right, yeah.
optimize that shot. The same thing. The best part about fantasy football is the draft.
So wait a second.
Yeah.
So now best ball golf means whoever hit the best hit
Right.
in the team of 4 or whatever.
So they say.
So like if the
this-
3 of us were on a best ball team,
Well, if right,
We
but
would never
best
use your
ball-
shot.
right? Or my shot either.
Yeah.
But fantasy best ball, you draft your team, which is the best part of fantasy football, is the draft. And then after you draft it, it's set it and forget it. Like, you don't do anything else, but you can follow along with your team. So, like, if you draft on a site that has 20 players, like you draft 20 players in your draft, well, you've got 3 quarterbacks that you'll likely draft. You'll draft 6 running backs, 8 receivers, and 3 tight ends. And so,
oh wow, so it increases your odds that you're going to have somebody good.
any week, because of the settings, any week they're going to take your best quarterback. So let's say you
That's
had 3
nice.
quarterbacks, it would take
I
your
gotcha.
best one and give you the most points. It would take your
Okay.
2 best running
Okay.
backs. It would take your 3 best receivers. It would
That
take your
sounds
best
fun,
flex
actually.
and your tight
Yeah,
end. So yeah,
I like that.
It's awesome because because you can draft as many teams as you want, as your
Okay.
as your bankroll would allow. So you draft and you can do. We talk about like the different
And this is for
correlations.
the
So
year.
this is for the year up into week 17.
Now is it
Okay.
a
Right,
head-to-head or is it like
It's
all
total-
the teams against each other?
It's you've got a 12-man league. So we joke top two win it. So you got a 12-man league, and if you're in the top 2, you go on weeks 1 through 14. You go on to week 15, and so you'll be placed in a league with someone else who has won their league. You get top 2 in that, then you go into a 16-person league.
So it's like a big bracket.
Right. You win that, you go on to top set, and each level you get like more than what your entry fee was. And so they do have DraftKings and Underdog both have $1 million contests. Both are, I think the total prize pool is 15 million.
Interesting.
So yeah, it's
Well, I mean, I'm not expecting to win 15 million, but I
No.
like the idea that, hey, I'm watching multiple games, right? Because I've got
Yeah.
multiple quarterbacks playing, right?
yeah.
And so I'm trying to figure out, oh wow, this quarterback's doing really well. And then I see all the stats at the end and say, okay, this quarterback was the best one for this week.
Yeah, and now you've got where, again, the way that game theory has worked. Now, you want to stack typically your quarterbacks with another wide receiver or tight end or just a pass catcher generally, and then
Right,
people are optimizing their teams for the playoff week. So, let's say that your goal is to win $1 million, or that's going to happen in week 17. So if I'm drafting like a Steelers team.
So it's a draft at the beginning,
Right.
and then it goes. That same group
team
goes
goes
through
all the way
whole-
through.
Yes.
Right. So you
Okay.
never change it. So I'm drafting a Aaron Rodgers and DK Metcalf team for the Steelers, and I know that in week 17 they're playing the Browns. So I'll choose someone for the Browns, and we call that like a game stack. And so there's
Oh,
lots of
so
like
you're looking for the specific time in the season.
yeah, the correlation, but
Because you want to max out right there at the end.
right.
Because if
If that game goes off, and
Yeah.
those guys are who you need, it's gonna give you an edge over the playing field.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it's fun.
crazy. Okay, yeah.
The reason why I love best ball too is because it prepares me for my home league and the other drafts that I'm in.
Right.
Because if you do enough best ball drafts, then you have a good understanding of who the players are, of what the guys are that you're targeting, that you
Oh,
want to
because you're
target.
doing all
Yeah.
the research.
Right. So you've already done all the research, and then the draft, even if it's like a different style.
Our Twitch robot's
good.
back. He's watching.
Yeah, I got to figure out how to get rid of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, time and you're busy in life and stuff. Like, I'm just a weekend warrior with all that. I do it for fun.
Well,
Or like
so you have to.
like Tommy said, I'm addicted to vacation gambling. That's when I sitting by the pool. I'm like, oh, let me see what.
Well, I mean, gambling, you pretty much are going to lose your money.
Yeah.
With
yeah,
at
yeah.
least best ball, you've got a whole season to watch that team
Right.
to see if it
Yeah.
works. And now they've got slow drafts, meaning that each pick can take 8 hours.
Oh wow.
And so the drafts actually they last a couple of weeks. But they also have fast drafts where each pick is 20 or 30 seconds. So the draft typically takes anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes, and it's just honestly, it's a good time waster.
Yeah.
You're on the toilet and you're just drafting your team.
Well, I like to be. I'm on the toilet for at least 30 minutes, according to Mandy, maybe longer.
I think it's every guy pretty much.
Yeah. It's got to last at least 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got the number 2 pick.
Yeah. Every pick's number 2. Yeah. That's good. No, I'll have to look into that just for fun, entertainment.
Yes.
I would never enter. I'm sure is there like just a small league you ain't putting much on.
Yeah, no, there are dollar leagues
yeah.
that you can play a dollar, and again,
Right.
you're drafting and you're following that team on for the whole
So
season.
yeah, when I read like your 3-time that's in like those big games, like
Some of them, and
big
also
leagues.
the
Like,
3
how many
time,
people were in this league?
it's kind of a joke. Like
Okay.
with the one
Okay.
that one DraftKings ones is a $5 entry, and there's 555,000 people in it.
Good gosh,
Yeah, so I did have a team make it to the finals.
that's like a lottery.
And it was like a top 100. Yeah. Well, one of my friends won $2 million, and it was the year that Damar Hamlin passed out on the field.
Yeah, yeah.
Died on the field.
Yeah.
And they canceled that game. Well, that was actually a week 17 game. And so they'd never finished that game.
Oh.
And because they didn't finish it, it was a night game. It was a Monday night game. So
Yeah.
literally, it was the last game for week 17 for people that were invested in this, and the game never finished. And so you had people that were just waiting, and it never happened. Well, for my buddy Pat, it worked out for him because he won the
He ended up.
he won the underdog.
So speaking of winning, so now I mentioned this earlier, and I didn't really. We went off back on Michael's. So the worm. Tell me about that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Worm was a daily fantasy contest back in 2013, and it was on a site called Draft Day, which no longer exists, but it was an awesome site. And I was playing NBA daily fantasy, and so I had my NBA teams, and I would run projections for them, and I won this contest, the Worm, and the grand prize was $5,000. So I took that, and I bought fantasysports.org with that money, and that's how I got into the industry.
So that's what got you going.
That's what got me into the
Yeah.
industry, and that's back then it was a little more wild west. There weren't as many tools or projections in there. It was and you felt like you did have an edge. Now there's so many sims out there and projections and people running their own models that a guy like me would never have a chance. But I enjoy the entertainment aspect of it. I enjoy
This was
especially
NBA
the
as in basketball, right?
Mhm, correct. Yeah.
Oh, you won that in NBA.
Yeah, the
Okay.
Worm at that
Yeah.
time was the name of the NBA. So every contest has
Right.
a name. So if you look,
Was that Dennis Rodman related?
I think it was. Yeah, I think it was a Dennis Rodman reference.
So you won that,
Mhm.
and then you said you invested in a website that you owned.
Yeah, fantasysports.org.
So what all did that entail? What all
That
did
was
you do there?
that was meant to be an industry site. So if you wanted to know anything happening in the industry about fantasy sports, you would go to fantasysports.org. That's
So
where
you
I
were
was
producing content for that. Thing.
and that's where I was selling the
pay-
the draft kits.
Could you pay like a subscribe to your?
We did
Yeah.
eventually have a subscribe model, but then I started working for Rotor Grinders as a subcontractor. I was hosting their Grinders Live show, and so what that did was,
So how long have you been? You said you've been hosting shows generally for how long?
since 2013, so 12 years.
And your Swolecast has been 10 years.
10 or 11 years, and then we are now I'm hosting the late round fantasy football show with JJ. So we just kicked off. We just did episode 9 today. So Draft Day Mistakes, if you want to go check that out on the late round YouTube channel.
Yeah, I think I've watched some of JJ's stuff as well. So.
Yeah, JJ is awesome. Just when he asked me if I would, because JJ again he's the smartest guy in fantasy, and I'm not just sucking up to say that. Although on the rare chance he is listening, just know that I'm
very rare.
Yeah, I'm looking out for you. But
all one of our listeners.
it's okay. But I mean, we got to start somewhere.
Yeah, that's right.
But JJ, he was doing all the content. He's not having anyone to help with all the business side and the operations side. And so when he contacted me, it was like a dream come true, because it is, I really feel like I have the best job in the world. And we have a loyal audience. We have a great Discord community. We have one of the top fantasy football podcasts, and it's an independent podcast, so we're not affiliated with like Yahoo or ESPN.
Yeah.
And it's all stuff that he has built. So he has invested all this capital, and when I say capital, I don't mean money. I mean like his own reputation, and so people trust what he has to say. So for me, it's easy. Like whenever I send out a marketing email or I send out the Friday newsletter, it's easy because I'm just putting what he's already said out there.
Right. Yeah.
And people love it.
So JJ, he's like, all right, it's the fantasy world. Not everybody's in it, but like, what is he? You said he's well known. How? I'm trying to say,
did he win?
What
some
is he an
leagues or
equivalent
something,
in
too?
a different like to kind of give anybody that's watching an idea? I don't know. I'm trying to like how good he is or how known he is.
Yeah, no, we have like a top 5 fantasy football podcast, and so he would be the analyst, the guru. So the guy that you would go to when you're wanting to learn.
In that world, everybody knows him.
Right. And if you look,
so like in NBA, who's like, who's the go-to guy? I'm trying to give it to like
like NBA, you've got
like an analyst.
It's like talking heads.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit different because in JJ's role, he's kind of predicting the weather almost.
Right.
He's like the weatherman because you're predicting.
But like somebody well known that's going to give you, like college football world, for example, you got Kirk Herbstreit and those guys. Who
he'd be like the Kirk Herbstreit.
Kind of like that. Yeah.
Of fantasy. Pro fantasy
of fantasy football.
Yeah.
So
specifically NFL.
There we go. The
football.
Dana White of the fantasy world.
No.
Dana White. No.
Because
Dana White's
Dana
an
White
owner. He owns the UFC.
Yeah.
You're wrong, Tommy. Boo, Tommy. Yeah. Get that.
Tommy, you're never gonna get on the show with answers like that.
Yeah. That's, you got. Get back in the books. Read up some more. Learn more.
But no, he would be like the Herbstreit, but he is again giving predictions about what's going to happen based on probabilities. But he's not like we call it like a hot take artist.
Yeah. Where
that'd be like your Stephen A. Smiths that are just saying they say some things sometimes just to get clicks.
Trying to stir the pot.
Right.
Yeah.
He's very much not like that. He wants to teach people how to fish, kind of thing.
Okay, so now I know we kind of pitched this show to our audience a little bit as, hey, if you're trying to put together a fantasy football league, David Kitchen's going to be on the show. So when we start talking about like, hey, let's say Michael and I are going to put together a fantasy football league, right?
Yeah. Are we frozen?
Yeah.
A little bit.
I don't know if we.
So it'll freeze here.
Got it.
Yeah, it won't freeze for our audience.
So you want some player recs, some player recommendations.
Yeah. So like
if I'm
picking a quarterback
advisor,
and not from your heart, right? I'm a Titans fan, so I'm gonna pick Cam.
Yeah. Well, so all right.
I mean, maybe you would pick Cam,
with the
whether
situation,
you're hard or not. But
is there value in Cam Ward right now?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially in best ball formats.
Okay.
I'm almost hestant to give out some of this
information
because Matt Swallows is watching.
He's in your league.
He's never won the league. So
have you guys not already done your draft? You haven't done your draft.
No.
Yet.
So Matt, draft Levis. Will Levis is the go-to guy.
Yeah, so Levis got injured and never going to play again. Yeah.
Oh, no, they say he's coming back.
So
next year.
For another team. But Cam Ward's not getting any respect.
Right.
And so, like right now in best ball drafts, he's going in the 150s.
You're kidding me.
And so that's like...
Dude, he's getting up at like 5 a.m. and doing workouts.
No, it's like 13th round. But the media is just not giving him any attention. I think that... he's going to be way better than what we think. Kind of like the C.J. Stroud year a couple years ago.
Oh, yeah.
And he's got this new system. The offensive line's better for Tennessee. So, absolutely. Cam Ward is one of the guys who I like. And also, you know, the number one receiver for him, which is Calvin Ridley.
Yeah.
Calvin Ridley led the league last year in air yards, meaning balls up in the air whenever you leave the line of scrimmage. So, like, the thing was, those passes were not anywhere near accurate. So, if you take what Cam Ward's specialty is, which is accuracy and a deep ball, and you combine them with Calvin Ridley's ability, I think Calvin Ridley is a good, like, mid-round receiver to look out for.
Calvin Ridley.
Yeah, he's a Titans receiver.
Yeah. Played at Reagan, I like this, played at Alabama.
I think he also got in trouble for some sports betting.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Monarch
He was at
High
the
School.
Falcons for a few years.
Coconut Creek, Florida.
Coconut Creek.
No, he's from
Never
Coconut
heard of
Creek. Oh, yeah. Remember we talked about Santa Claus. Apparently Jay
yeah.
Cutler is...
Probably the biggest name there.
There's only one other name, Arad McCutcheon.
Former college basketball coach for University of Evansville. I don't think anyone's
So
getting that.
I don't think anybody's going to get that one either.
Yeah.
So I'd say if Jay goes back to Santa Claus, he's
Cutler's a notable man there.
Oh,
he is,
he's a notable man wherever he goes.
he's probably going to be the probably going to host the parade every year. So
Just keep the street signs away from him. He'll be good.
Yep.
Streets-
Yeah. That was freshman year, maybe,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
You know.
tell
you
me.
know, Matt?
So tell me.
Oh, he beat some street signs up.
He got in
And
trouble.
payphone too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't he beat up a payphone?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it was a payphone. He had to pay it back.
He beat up a payphone and a
Yeah.
street sign.
He was a young punk
Yeah.
at the time.
Frontal lobe wasn't fully developed.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
Like beat up as in like he's punching street signs.
Yeah, he
and
was
payphones?
drunk.
he was
and-
not kind to it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He
Yeah, he
got,
got in
I think he got
trouble for
arrested
it.
by Vanderbilt police.
Yeah. Sure did. So like some of the I know you say you don't want to give like
No,
you got
no
Genty
kidding.
coming.
You
Yeah,
can
you got
ask
Genty
whatever.
coming in. And there was somebody else. Like some of the top rookies, are they going to actually perform? There was another.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you guys did
Oh,
you guys
Travis
do a
Hunter.
rookie book, right? That you can get online or
Right.
whatever on the site.
And Genty, we have the ZAP model, which is the Zacharyson, which is JJ's last name, adjusted prospect score. So if you take all these numbers from college and everything else for Ashton Genty, his comparables are through the roof. Like one of the top ZAP model scores. So he absolutely has the tools and the situation of going into this season. So he's going like in the first and second round.
Really?
Yeah.
So this is where I'm not good at, because just me watching, I'm not a believer.
Genty.
I'm not a
Did I spell
believer
it
in
wrong?
him yet.
You're not a believer in him
To
yet.
see what he does.
Is
in
it
the
because he
pros.
went to Boise State?
Yeah.
It's that SEC bias. I understand
No.
it.
Well, if you look when I don't know. I don't think he performed as good when he played.
Because
a
didn't they
little
play?
better
They played
team
in the
college.
championship game against
Yeah,
who was
in
it?
the-
Notre Dame.
in the playoff, but he also, I mean, we didn't have. Everyone knew he was going to be rushing the ball,
Right.
so they would just stack the boxes.
They were
on
doing
him.
everything they can
Right.
to stop him.
And he can catch passes.
It's-
He's going to be in an offense that they're going to run the ball, and he
Right.
is the only guy there besides Raheem
All right. So you
Mostert.
just kind of back
Just
what.
28
they know
yards
they're gonna
short
run
of
it.
Sanders,
So what are they going to do? They're
record?
going to stack the box in the pros.
as in like Barry
No,
Sanders'
no,
single
because it-
season rushing record.
In the pros, the Raiders against like the Seahawks is not like Boise State versus Alabama.
No,
like,
you're
from a
not-
talent standpoint, so they're not going to stack the box.
Yeah.
They can't. Otherwise, you've got
That's
these
true. Your quarterback's.
Oh,
gonna
you're
eat 'em
saying
up.
because the team was one dimensional.
right. And so for like the Raiders this year, they got Geno behind center. They got Brock Bowers. They've got Jacoby
Yeah.
Myers, Jack Besh, the guy out of TCU that they just drafted, Dante Thornton.
But I mean, isn't that kind of the claim that people made about Derrick Henry too, though?
Yeah, well, Henry wasn't catching passes either, and that's one thing that Genty does have.
That he
is he
does.
catch passes. But I was a big Henry truther because they've said that running backs don't matter. You just get the one running back and fill him with the next one. But
Yeah.
there's not many 6'3", 245 running backs that run like Derrick Henry does.
No,
He's a mountain of a man.
yeah.
That's just a
And
freak
he
of nature.
proved.
And
like
he proved that, yeah.
He proved also this past year with Baltimore he's not washed up.
No.
It was just the
No, and
I don't know
and
the
that
dang
helps, like,
Titans.
and the
I don't
Titans,
know.
you knew they were gonna. You
Yeah.
knew he was getting the ball.
Yes.
Now with Lamar, you don't know if he's getting the
No.
ball because Lamar could easily do something else, and they have all those other weapons.
But the dang
So it was
Titans,
the Titans were too one-dimensional when he was here.
they didn't
Well,
have to be
they
when
did-
they had the guy that they sent off to the Eagles. Why is he?
AJ Brown.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
had tools.
Yeah.
To make
Well, they
Henry
had the best.
work.
They had the best record in the NFL 3 years ago when Ryan Tannehill. I mean,
Yeah.
and so when you're up, you can run the ball for
Yeah,
3 and 4
yeah.
yards a carry because you're just going to milk the clock. I mean,
Yeah.
he's going to get those 30 carry plus games, and with Genty, he's going to get a lot of touches this year as well.
What's your thoughts on Shador Sanders producing?
That
I wouldn't touch him fantasy at all.
Yeah, that Brown situation today, they came out and said that they're probably just going to keep 4 quarterbacks
Really?
on the roster. And if you have 4 quarterbacks on the roster, you really don't have any.
No. Yeah.
So they got Flacco, they got Sanders, they got Dylan Gabriel, and they got Kenny Pickett. And so when you've got those,
Oh, gosh.
when you've got all those guys, you like Sanders is. I mean, I think that he might be a decent prospect in years to come, but certainly not this year.
If Flacco starts, that'll tell you a lot.
He is
What
going to
they
start. I really do think
Yeah.
he's going to start.
They're not ready. None of them are ready.
Right.
Behind. I agree with
So,
that.
so they got all this talent, but it's not ready to go.
The vet.
Talent maybe. They might not even have all the talent.
I don't know.
They drafted Dylan Gabriel before they drafted
Yeah.
Sanders.
Yeah, but I heard there was some weird stories around the Sanders interviews, and
Oh, for sure. He flunked him.
he was doing very strange things. I think he just thought, "Oh, I'm going to be the first round pick, so I can do whatever the heck I want," or something.
Who knows what he thought? I don't know. Maybe, yeah, my dad's Dion. I'm going to get drafted because.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to get
There's some
drafted because of
nepotism
who I
there,
am.
for
Yeah.
sure.
But he dropped, man. That's crazy.
Well, that was the drama of the draft, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's the reason why I never watch after like day 2.
Yeah.
You
Usually
kept
day
watching
1.
because of that.
Yeah, because you want to.
Yeah.
Keep up. Check.
Want to
my
know when
phone
is it going to
through-
happen?
Yeah, through.
And
the
I mean,
whole-
people were prank calling him and all kinds of weird
Oh,
stuff.
yeah,
weren't
I
they?
remember that. One of the coaches'
Ole
kids.
Miss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
it Ole
weird.
Miss?
That was
God.
so weird.
I don't want to say Ole Miss.
It might have been Ole Miss. Or
So
no,
weird.
I think it was a Falcons
yes.
exec.
I
his
thought it was
son
Atlanta
His
Falcons.
son.
went to Ole Miss. I think he
Yeah,
did go to
yeah.
college at Ole Miss.
He's at Ole Miss. Yeah.
But that's a Kiffin move right there, baby.
Yeah,
Kiffin influenced.
I love Lane
Kiffin influence.
Yeah.
And he trolls people. So
Yeah,
that would
he
be-
does.
Yeah, he does.
Speaking of that, did you see his interview last week, SEC Media Days?
Paul
with
Feinbaum?
Yeah. Yeah.
Awkward, but sometimes I
But-
almost think it was set up too.
Oh, 100%. If you if
I
people
liked
take it
it,
at
to be
face
honest with
value, yeah, people take it at face value. They're like, "Oh, these guys hate each other."
Yeah,
But if you
yeah.
watch the history of their relationships with each other,
Yeah.
I think that that dry kind of back
'Cause-
and forth that they have.
Because there was a couple times it was just quiet, and
Oh,
you're
yeah.
like, "What? What are they?"
Yeah, like the
they played it
awkwardness
up.
is they
yeah.
did play it
was
off
real
for
awkward.
Sure. Yeah.
So if let's say Sanders doesn't play
Yeah.
all season, what does that bode for Sanders next year?
Not good.
Because now he's like, "Oh, I've been sitting the bench for a year."
Yeah, and there'll probably be some drama, but I do think he'll play a little bit in the preseason. And Cleveland's not going to be as good with Flacco. Their team to support
So you
just
think
Flacco.
they'll stick him in every now and then
so
just
I,
to see
I
what happens?
think they're going to be. I think they're going to play musical chairs with all these quarterbacks
They'll all
eventually.
get chances.
This is going to be like what's his name down at Florida when he was rotating all the quarterbacks?
Spurrier.
Spurrier, yeah.
I don't think it'd be that. I don't know though.
No, I mean,
has
they're
that
not
ever
gonna-
happened in the NFL where they're rotating quarterbacks like that? Seems
In
like
a
usually they
game?
got a franchise.
Yeah, in a game they'll have guys with specific packages, but you've got like a goal line package guy that comes in compared to someone else. But I think for this, they'll just test out a few guys. So I don't know if he'll start at the end of the year or not.
So on your fantasy league, would you have picked Sanders?
No, not at all.
Matt, yes, pick him. Matt, pick Sanders.
Yeah, in your redraft leagues, there are only so many rounds. So typically you're going to have like 15, 16 rounds, which is fewer rounds than like Shadur Sanders in best ball rounds. And he's not even being drafted in the best ball format. So you're not going to draft him in in your home leagues either, or auction them all.
So how many leagues? So are there leagues that have already done their drafts?
There are not. I mean, dynasty leagues.
I can't imagine being in a league and I drafted Will Levis.
Yeah. Well, hopefully there weren't too many people drafting Will Levis with Cam Ward, but most of the drafts are taking place in August and
I was
right
going to say,
before
it's
September.
still early
Yeah.
right now, right?
Yeah.
So it's coming.
Yeah. So we've
So
got,
folks can go out to your site and
Yeah,
check
for
out
sure.
all that stuff and get plugged in with your
lateround.com. Just search for the Late Round Podcast on anywhere you find podcasts, and YouTube. The Late Round Fantasy Football Show is there. We're going to bring that over to the podcast channel as well, and it should be fun. I'm also playing in the Stacked Reddit League, so it's a fantasy league, but it is for charity. So the winner gets $5,000 donated to Fantasy Cares, which is an organization that helps kids with Christmas presents, and the other $5,000 goes to your charity of choice. And I chose St. Jude's for my charity if I win the league. So
Very
it should be
cool.
fun. Yeah.
How much would that be? Did you say? And I just.
Yeah. No, I said it, but you weren't listening.
Yeah.
Yeah,
5,000.
Mandy is so right. It was
I was
5,000 to
in the-
each. Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I was in. Yeah. I took a nap.
It's okay.
Yeah. I thought you were gonna
Usually
ask,
I'm the one that's not listening,
Yeah.
but we caught Michael for one.
how
Yeah.
many yearly for the year leagues will you be in this year?
I'll be in about 5 or 6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Not
not
that
that
many.
many.
That's
But
not-
but
I was imagining you were going to say like 150 or 200. or
no,
something.
like I'll have plenty of best ball leagues. So I've
Right.
already drafted quite a few of best ball. I don't even know how many, but we that is part of what we do. So I'll have lots of drafts. But as far as like the managed leagues,
Right. That's what.
yeah, I've got 2 dynasty leagues. I've got the stacked league. I've got another kind of industry league, and then I've got home league. And
so many different formats. I
Yeah.
think that was what was so overwhelming. Like when I watched your stuff,
yeah.
I was just like, oh my gosh, it's like freak out mode.
Yeah, if you just kind of jump into, you're talking about the Swolecast?
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
like jumping into the deep end of the pool.
Yeah,
and
if you
I'm
jump
like,
into the Swolecast, you're gonna get you might drown because of all the just the foolishness and the nuance of
Well, and
like the
all
best
the
ball formats.
language, yeah,
Yeah.
Like you're like
like
I don't
PPR.
even- Yeah, yeah.
and-
It takes
all
a
the
bit.
acronyms. It's like the army all over again.
yeah.
I haven't been like I haven't paid attention that deep, so it took me, man. When I was watching clips, I'm like, what?
Oh,
And then you have to.
But the best ball format is attractive to me because I don't have to know everything.
Yeah. Well, today we talked about
I can roll the dice and pick 4 quarterbacks that I like,
for sure.
and it could be one of those quarterbacks that does well, which
Yeah, I'll probably will try best ball just because it sounds fun.
There you go.
Yeah, it's different. and
yeah,
something
we
new.
talked about Michael and I talked about having like a league because we've got a
And
lot of
that's-
folks that watch the podcast every week.
There you go.
They'll
you
come
should,
back to
You
us.
should have a league.
And
We
they
could
watch
do-
it live,
yeah.
and there'd be a nice bit of trash talking.
Yeah.
And usually during the season,
Because every
so
week
like,
you'll play a different player,
Yeah.
or you play a different team, and
Yeah.
so the week that you and Mike play each other, y'all could do like a loser bet. So whoever wins gets to choose what the loser does on the
Yeah,
show.
yeah.
There's all sorts of fun stuff.
But
you
our
can do.
show has been oriented in that direction anyway, because we used to do over-unders on the college games.
Oh,
Um,
how'd you do there?
No, so what we do during college, we'll do.
you can actually do a survey online.
Yes,
do
we
our
have a
survey.
survey, and we'll do it again this year. We'll do 4 SEC games a week, and we're thinking of adding the Titans.
We're going to
too
add the
for
Titans
Sunday.
to the mix. Yep.
So
So
5
who
games.
Who won last year?
You know, Jared went on a roll for a
There you
while.
go.
I don't remember the totals. I totaled them up.
I think near the end I started falling apart.
Yeah.
The wheels started falling off.
Um,
But here's the deal. Like I got more. It was that heart got in the way,
Yeah.
right? But I think Michael actually started coming up there at the end.
Yeah.
We had one
I
of
stayed
our.
around 500, which I kept saying 500. If you're betting,
It's pretty good.
Gambling on 500, that's
Pretty good.
depending on what you.
But I
bet.
mean, I was
Yeah,
hitting
but if
like
you're-
like 700s and 800s.
yeah, no,
for
he
a
was
few
going
weeks.
4-1.
Yeah. People don't realize that if you go 50-50, you're still losing money.
Yeah, yeah. But I would take that over typical.
0 out of.
Yeah, because there's guys that don't.
For
I mean,
sure,
people
yeah.
are losing their butts. Man.
Oh, yeah.
They're losing everything.
But that was
So-
something that
but
we
I'm
would
also
do
not gonna
every
bet.
week, and we would just do it for fun. It
Do you-
wasn't.
Yeah. It
wasn't
sound-
money
sound-
involved.
Michael, you need to call 1-800-GAMBLING.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
no, I don't.
Yeah. That's a problem gambling number. that
Yeah.
they-
I'm aware.
You've called it a few times.
Oh, yeah.
No, have you
Oh, I
really?
like to
Nah.
prank call the. Hello, I am.
Well, there was a clip, and it was terrible. But these guys, these college kids, were they put 4.5 seconds for it was how many rings, and it was like over under 2.5 rings.
Oh.
If you called that problem gambling, and they answered it on the third ring, and like half of them went up.
Oh,
and
my
that went
gosh.
down. So yeah,
That's pretty funny. So we'll bet against the spread each week. You got to pick against the
Yeah.
spread. 3 or 4 SEC big games.
And of course, we've got
Big
our live
matchups.
show. This will be our first live show. I
Yeah.
think we talked about this before
Yeah.
the show. And so we're going to do the survey ahead of that as well.
they
leading
aren't
into
giving
the
away
first week, so.
$1,000 on that show. That's
We're
crazy.
giving away. We're giving away a Mike and Jrod throw
Throw
blanket.
blanket,
yeah.
No, it costs $1,000. Yeah. Yeah. Well,
even for lifelong members, lifetime members.
We don't have any memberships.
no, I
Michael's
beg your
a-
pardon.
Michael's a club member.
I'm a lifetime member of East Nashville Beer Works, where our show will be.
I was talking about the Mike and Jrod show. membership.
I'm a lifelong
'Cause I think
member of that too.
Swolecast has don't you guys have a?
We have Patreon tier.
Patreon,
so
yeah.
does
Oh
Yeah.
wow!
I'm a card-carrying lifetime
card carrying
the last time I saw
East
Michael.
Nashville Beer Works, baby.
Yeah.
Last time I saw Michael, he literally flashed that in front of me
Yeah.
and said,
It's the middle camera, Michael.
Well, they can see it over here.
no, they can't.
There we go.
bless him."
So this is the drama. Like we're trying to create shorts, right?
Yeah.
And the different cameras are cut into different things. It actually records every camera. So
There you go.
if we had some non-imaginary interns, they could actually edit.
People cannot see all the tech that is in here. It's crazy. Yeah,
It's pretty impressive.
Yeah,
I
it
think
is.
to most people coming in here. That
done a good job.
but when it was all off, it wasn't as impressive. But
Right.
now that it's all on, it's
Yeah.
like popping.
Yeah,
so.
it's cool when it's all flashy. And
Michael in his Speedo up on the wall, that poster. I love that.
that's not for everybody to see. Only our
Only
guests.
for our guests to see.
Only our guests get to see that
Only our
picture.
guests get to see that sexiness.
That's a
Yeah.
new fantasy for sure, right there.
I thought this is.
pretty
It's
good.
getting later into the show,
Yeah.
so the audience
Alright.
is changing probably a little bit.
Yeah.
Our late night audience.
Our late
is
night
start-
audience.
chiming in.
Speaking of, I think it's starting
So-
to get there.
Yeah, I think we're about to wrap it up. David, I appreciate you coming. I think that's where you were going, Jared.
Yeah.
Well, and I wanted to make sure David got a chance to plug because his stuff is really good.
Yeah.
Even if you're not a fantasy football person, very entertaining. And I think Michael's got something special for you.
For our guests.
Oh my goodness.
You get a hat.
And this is a unique hat. No one else has this hat, actually.
This is a one of one.
It's a one of one so far.
No,
so,
there's one more out there that I've given away.
Oh, you have.
And
I
then
thought
I
it
have
was
a
the
bunch.
white one that you gave away.
Tell me who, and I'll take it away from them.
It's either Tommy Flat or Trey.
Oh.
Oh. Yep.
Consider it taken away.
Yeah. We will have those along with the throw blanket raffle off at East Nashville Beer Works
Yep.
August 30th. We'll have hats to give
Some
away.
great giveaways. We'll probably
yeah.
have some other our guests visit. Maybe
David, if
maybe
you're-
David will pop in.
Hey,
Who knows?
maybe you never know.
Football in the morning there.
once
Vandy
again,
game's not till 6:30.
That'll be August 30th at 10:30 is when we're planning on starting the show. Food starts at 11. Should have lots of great beer, lots of great food, East Nashville Beer Works is a great hotspot. This is the East Nashville Beer Works that's in Lebanon on 109.
Yeah.
There is another one downtown. We are
And even
not
if
going
you
to be
don't-
at that one.
Even if you don't drink, they've got lots of good
Oh, yeah.
food.
The
Great
food's
food.
good, yeah.
The food is incredible. Very family oriented. You can even bring your dogs. They got a little dog park.
Yeah,
So-
the outdoor area.
The
is
seating
real nice.
awesome is great. Yeah.
Yeah, plenty of TVs as well. So
And we'll be doing it live, so hopefully all the tech will work. We'll see. This will be our first time around. And we'll have special guest Chad King, former handler for Peyton Manning. And he'll be talking a little bit about Tennessee football.
yeah,
And we'll have our picks up. Should have them up that Thursday, so we should start to see some results as the day goes on that day. Maybe we'll talk about that
Yeah.
during
And
the
that's
show
10:30 a.m. Right?
10:30
Yes,
a.m. Yep.
10:30
Yep.
a.m.
Yep. So
And yeah, so thanks again, David.
No, no problem.
thank you so much for coming out, David.
No problem.
I hate that you didn't share all your secrets with me, but
Listen, I will
maybe we
hook
can
you
talk a
guys
little
up
bit
with
out
the,
after
yeah.
so you can get me on the best ball.
I will hook you up with a late round draft guide, and you guys will be dominating your league in no time.
Dominate.
Yes, and the crowd loves that.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, thank y'all for watching.
This has been a production of Scott Social Media.
Pumpkins, man. Here's what Georgia is. You're going down the street, you see this house just up in flames, and you're like, man, I think everybody in there is probably dead. And then the last second, here comes Georgia strolling out. Oh my God, they survived. Like, there's a few times. Yeah. Or like, let's say some rugby players walked into a bar at the start of a joke, and the hockey players. Sorry.
I just wanted to drink.
Put your hand up. No, up. And I pat your back.
They're like, what is Jared doing? He's sitting on the ground.
Oh no, that's the guy that's supposed to say if it's a home run or not.
Back there waving. Hey, Mama, Daddy. I'm right back here.
Is he waving at his parents or saying that was a home run? Or like 10 or 12 people get together on Thursday and Friday nights and watch our show in China.
It's like
They're
the
like,
secret.
man,
It's like we just had church service. Now let's watch the Mike and
Yeah.
Jrod show.
I'm gonna Mandela effect that.
The picture is not looking very good. Like you're looking kind of blurry there.
What? I had a long night last night. That's not the camera. That's me. No. Got some names coming in.
Romeo's Juliet. I like that one.
Yeah, I like Glue Factory.
Barry Lurd. Ross, glad to have you, buddy.
Yeah,
Glad to have you watching the show today.
Lurd's good. See, that's awesome.
That's a good one. I like Barry Lurd. I think I'll go with that one instead of Homer Simpson. Cool. How many Super Bowls did he win?
Just one. Just the one.
The double X.
Yep, Super Bowl 20. For you illiterate Roman numeral readers.
Like me.
Yeah.
You're not pronouncing the L. Remember, you got to pronounce it. Colts.
It's ridiculousness.
Okay,
Pronunciation class.
Yeah, sorry. This is just ridiculousness.
Unique New York.
Unique New York. Is that how you pronounce?
That was a warm up when I was doing improv classes.
Oh, in Second City.
Texas is just going to show them how it is. You know, they're not. They've never played anybody. Blah 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 blah.
Do you know the beginning of the year? Like this could be your true Cinderella if they keep it close or win. But you know, at the beginning of the year,